Good morning. Today is July 18th, 2017. My name is Tom Kalinowski. I'm the Director of Technology and Operations here at Colonial IU 20. Welcome to our Tech Tips. This is episode number 32. In today's episode, we're going to go over how to use KissFlow to submit mileage and conference reimbursement requests. We've previously done this for mileage. Since then, the form has changed a bit and now allows for the submission of conference-related expense reimbursement as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do is go to kissflow.com. That's the page we're at right now. And in the upper right-hand corner, you could go ahead and click on Login. Then towards the left here, we're going to click on Sign in with Google. If you're not signed in to Google already, you'll be prompted to enter in your username and password. I'm already signed in, so it took me right in. In the bottom right-hand corner, and let me move my picture over here for a second so you guys can see, you'll click on the red plus sign. And we're going to specify the option for, in this particular case, 12-month mileage and expense reimbursement. You can follow the same example for the 10-month form as well, but in this case we'll use the 12-month. Okay, so it's going to ask us a couple of questions. It's already going to fill in your name and the request date. So we'll just start typing in the last name of our supervisor, and you'll see that it'll auto-populate, and you can just click on your supervisor there. You could specify on the month, so let's say June. Travel year, let's do 2017, and daily commuting miles. What that means is how many miles is it back and forth to work from your house on a daily basis. So that's it for the top part of the form. You'll notice that total reimbursable mileage, total PAR reimbursement, that's all blank at this point. So now we have to enter in some data. The first section is to enter in mileage. So this is your regular day-to-day mileage. So if you're going to a classroom to visit a site, that's what you'd enter in here. So let's add a new row. Okay, and we can specify the date of travel. Let's say it was June 1st. Locations. So let's say I went home, to the office, to Bethlehem Middle School, back to the office, and back home. And then you just put a short reason for visit. Visiting Miss Smith's class for observation. And that's just something for your supervisor to review so they know why you took that particular visit. And in order for me to make that trip, I traveled, let's say, 27 miles. So if we scroll over, it automatically calculates the reimbursable miles, which in this particular case is 19, 8 miles less than the total miles, because it's my responsibility to drive those miles back and forth to work. Yours will be different, but it'll do that calculation for you automatically, and then it also calculates the amount of that particular trip. You can add more rows if you need to by clicking on this button right here, add a new row, and you can add trip after trip after trip. We're not going to do that for this example, but normally you can add as many rows as you'd like. And then at the top here, if we scroll back up, we can see that the total reimbursable mileage is 19 miles, and the total mileage reimbursement is $10.17 at this point. If we scroll down a little bit more, you'll see a section for workshop and conference expenses. So this is for professional activity requests that you previously submitted approval to go on. So let's say a job-alike meeting or a conference or something like that, where you incurred expenses during that trip. So I'll show you how you go ahead and get reimbursement for that. So we can go ahead and click on Add New Row. Excuse me. All right. The first thing it's asking you, do you have an approved professional activity request? You shouldn't be filling this out if you do not have a professional activity request that's been approved already. So we'll go ahead and click on yes, that I did get pre-approval to attend this conference. We can specify the start date. let's say it was the 6th, and let's say we got back on, let's say the 7th. And locations travel, let's say Harrisburg. Purpose of trip, let's say statewide technology conference. Okay. Total number of miles, let's say, I don't know, 160. Okay. It calculates the reimbursable miles. It calculates the mileage reimbursed for that particular trip. And here, if we had expenses that we had to pay in order to attend the conference, we would list those here. So let's say it cost $50 for registration. If I did stay at a hotel, I could specify that here. So let's call that the hotel. And the amount of the hotel, let's say it was $110. Meals while I was there, so you could specify the total amount that you paid for meals. Let's say that was $26.76. Have you had any miscellaneous expenses? So let's say, I don't know, maybe parking. Let's say $2 for parking. Okay. Now here is where you would attach all of your receipts. So what you would do is you can scan them in a copier. You could take a picture of them with your phone. Whatever the best way is for you to get a image of those receipts. Either way is fine. And you could also initiate this from your phone. So if you did take pictures with your phone, you would be able to attach them directly there. Otherwise, you could scan them on a copy machine and get them to your computer that way. But you could say attach receipts here, click on attach files. Okay, and you could say choose a local file. Okay. From there, you can look for your documents. So let's say this was one of the files that contained a picture of my receipt. I can click open. If I and once I'm done there, I can go ahead and click on done. Okay. If I need to attach more files, I could simply click on attach, choose a local file, choose another document, and then click on done. And you see it just keeps on adding those there. If I scroll back up to the top, you can see now it added total PAR reimbursement, professional activity request reimbursement. So it has my original total reimbursable mileage just from my day-to-day mileage. This is the reimbursable amount for my day-to-day mileage. This is my PAR related reimbursement and my total reimbursement. So once I'm done submitting my day-to-day miles as well as my conference related miles, that's it, I'm done. I could go ahead and click on submit, and that'll get sent to your supervisor. I hope you found this tip valuable. If you have any suggestions for future tips, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.